The Rancor's Brothel presents The Curse of Strahd.
God damn it. Hey, it works. Awesome.
Hey, microphone's on.
Is your wife watching Legally Blonde?
I doubt it. My wife watches...
Sounds like a perky Reese Witherspoon.
My wife watches medical shows. My wife watches serial killer murdery shows, SVU and cooking shows. That's pretty much the length and breadth of what she watches.
Is she, like, trying to be Hannibal Lecter? That sounds a really odd mix to go down that road.
Yeah,
Especially
she's taking notes.
Especially since, my wife's like, 5'4" and doesn't look like she could hurt a fly. Yeah, she totally could get away with murder. Absolutely.
Yeah, because nobody would suspect her.
I'll go ahead and say it now. It's been nice knowing you, so whenever that happens.
So when the recording suddenly stopped...
This is the memorial show.
Cheers to Cody.
Oh no, we've all been here this whole time. She hates all of us.
That may be true. That may be true. She's trying to figure out how to take 5 of us out. Anyway.
I'll be right back. Did I smell gas?
She take the baby with her?
Hey everybody, I brought back some Culvers. With cyanide.
Some guys just can't hold their arsenic.
Hell. Okay, so, I don't know about everybody else. I feel a little bit weird that we're recording on a Saturday morning.
The sun is out.
I know, right? Like,
do you know how long it's been since I've played D&D on a full night's sleep?
So that means you're going to be alert, aware, and make brilliant decisions, right?
I don't know. We'll see.
I mean, he's usually the one that does. It's the other three of us that'll us up.
Yeah, actually, him being well rested might mess up his brain chemistry.
Yeah, this may cause
we might
issues.
be off today, real bad.
I might be able to actually offset the that's going on.
Don't say
Oh, I love that term. I mean, it's not great. I understand, but I also love it.
So I'd also like to note if anyone
Public face of the podcast, Jeffrey.
Touche.
I was hoping he was going to come back with that. So had a few changes as we're going along. The Patreon is going strong, so if you haven't, go check us out. Patreon.com/Rancors_Brothel. New stuff going up every day. Thank you for those who have patronized us. I think I like going with that term.
Yep.
I understand it is wrong. I'm going to continue to use it.
It's right.
I like it.
It is right for us.
So if you want to patronize us, please go to patreon.com/Rancors_Brothel.
There's got to be some kind of a graphic we could do where it's like a Harry Potter-esque character with a wand, and it's his patroness is a microphone. There's got to be some kind of graphic we can put up for that.
I like it. It's good.
Somebody needs sketching. We got a couple graphic artists, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
We'll look that up.
Also, a big shout out to a longtime Brothelite. You may notice that Lucas sounds, hopefully, remarkably better at this point.
Probably not.
Sound quality wise.
Sound quality, yes. Content, no.
So one of our longtime listeners, he wrote us a thank you note. He contacted me and was like, "Hey guys, I've been listening to you for a long time." So he's like, "I want to send you a mic," and we're like, "That's awesome, dude. We're glad that you've been listening to content." He goes all the way back to. He's been a member of the group for years. So I'm pretty sure he listened to you and Dustin all the way back in the day.
Oh, wow.
He and I had some email correspondence back and forth. He's a trucker, so he spends a lot of time out on the road. And he's like, anytime the Rancor's Brothel is on, he's like, the miles just fly by. So keep on listening out there. Give him all the toot for us and tell him to get the out of the way.
That's great because time just dies when we're all in here. So.
Can we say his name?
I think his first name. He wrote it on the thank you note.
Well, Robert, let me just say that my father's a truck driver, and he doesn't listen to anything I do. So thank you so much, sir.
Now that's not just podcast. That's mean anything that
anything.
Your father just ignores
I call
you.
him, and he's like, "What?
Who is this? I thought I blocked this number."
Oh, Dad!
Isn't it enough that I live across the street from you?
Yeah, seriously.
So
everybody loves Raymond, but.
So yeah, thank you very much. We appreciate it. This is part of the upgrades of the things we're wanting to do, so that's awesome.
My father's favorite thing to do is leave his dog in my yard when he takes his dog for a walk.
These are all
he actually bags it up through the week, and he just sprinkles it.
And no joke, there'll be little blue plastic bags of in my yard if I don't pay attention. I guaranteed right now, if I went out and shuffled through the leaves, I'd find 3 of them. So there's that.
So Robert, if you drive truck with a dog, you want to stop by and toss bags of crap in Matt's front yard, he'll never know the difference.
Yeah, well, so let me give you my parents' address instead of mine.
I was going to say message me and I'll send you his address.
Awesome. And to those patrons, hopefully we've got quite a few more by the time this has come out, but this is what we're trying to do. So Lucas now will sound better quality-wise, and we're going to make some more improvements as we go. So that's awesome.
And you probably won't hear this till much later, but we are recording on Veterans Day, so to all of our brothelites out there that are veterans or no veterans, thank you so much for service, and thank those veterans in your life, even though this will be 2 months later after Veterans Day. Do it anyway. Be thankful.
Surprise them on like a Monday in March.
Happy March Madness, and thanks for your service, Dad.
Still counts. Doesn't just count on November 11th. All right, so where were we? Let's do some shit. I should probably grab a book. Oh, Curse of Strahd. There we go.
I'd like to point out, Cody here threw a wonderful Halloween bash a couple weeks ago, and all the decorations are gone except for the vampire bust, which is sitting right where usually his copy of I, Strahd is on his bookshelves behind us. I can't help but assume that that's purposeful.
No.
I don't know what you're talking about.
He legit forgot it was there.
No, he didn't.
We had this conversation.
No, he didn't.
Well, either way, we're being looked over by a bust of a vampire.
Okay, let's go. So after killing a death slot, you made some more deals with the devil, I believe. It's fantastic, Matt. Matt's trying to
figure out how to vape and not be in the microphones. Beth.
She just swerved on 465.
Hey, let me go ahead and say too, more power to our women gamers out there. Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
Chauvinist pig.
That was legit.
All right. So,
look around this table. Hey, more power to the gamers out there that are supposed to have tits, huh? All right, Jeffrey, how's that one? Tons of fun. Let's go.
Tons of fun. Wait puns. Holy shit.
I like Saturday morning casting. This is great. Let's go.
Okay.
So much for offsetting the
Let's do this next time.
Now I feel bad for making my post the other day about being less than 150 pounds.
You should.
I love that.
I feel horrible.
With silence.
You should talk to an oncologist. That's scary.
Okay. So, let's try and get back to the horror of the moment, because as I recall, I beat the shit out of the monk about 17 times and kept knocking him down. Jeff, unfortunately, kept healing him. And then there were some cries from the inside of the room, inside of the temple, and Casimir ran off in that direction. Some people made some rolls. I believe it was Davun and Unda. Hearing some noises of someone talking. Troy's continuing to cover up his paper, I see.
What happened?
Nothing. The whole phrase, let me see your character sheet, is very disturbing to these guys, and anytime I make marks, it has become my tradition to, since Lestat, to make marks on their character sheet. Lucas was very open about any marks that were made, whether they were in pen or pencil.
His were to his stats, which aren't a big deal.
Yeah, mine too.
Don't pretend the change you made of me is not...
I did not make a choice. Don't put this on me, Ricky Bobby.
The question is, what's Troy's new alignment? Or sex. Gender.
To be fair, so Troy is very casually and nonchalantly folded over the top half of his character sheet, and has been doing so for, this will be the second session.
Yep.
So you hear some noises from the sort of the main area where the statue was, where the, what do I want to say, sort of the entrance to the temple. And Casimir goes running off. I'm assuming that you all follow?
Yep. Yes.
In this sort of passageway between this main floor, or this lower level, you see an individual in armor sort of kneeling in the general direction of the statue. And Casimir actually stops and just stares from this passageway between the hallway you guys were in, where all the amber sarcophagi are. And he just sort of looks in that direction. Perception checks?
7?
22.
24.
9.
Okay, so my left half of the table. Pithur and Davun, you both see that the kneeling individual, the other two, you just sort of see his hand up. You raise his hand in some sort of supplicative? Can I say that? Raise your hand in supplication? I definitely could say that. It appears to be some sort of a rite that it looks like. Maybe he's just acknowledging the statue. The rest of you actually see that he has produced a small creature. You would assume it to be a frog based on its general shape and outline. And he appears to swallow it whole. After doing so, he stands up and turns in the direction where you're all sort of collected in that hallway as Casimir screams something to the effect of, "You son of a bitch!" in Elven.
In this hallway, this was the hallway before that, like, was having sort of mirror images of myself. Yeah, I look. Yeah.
Yeah, you just... Make me a will saving throw.
It's a crit fail. The 3.
You just see shadows. Shadows that aren't attached to you. Like, they're general outlines of you guys. Well, no, they're actually reflected relatively well, but yours is just kind of a deep, dark pit of blackness.
Awesome.
And anyone nearby, because you're all kind of sourced together, you just see Pithur kind of staring at this wall, now covered in black fur and other things that have happened to him, and he just kind of trembling as he stares forward.
Do we see the reflections?
Yeah, no, every one of you that look, you see reflections of yourself and the rest of the party. But the reflections aren't doing what you're doing. Sort of similar to the what he encountered.
Right, but do I see the change?
Blackness?
No, you don't see that.
Okay, that's just for him.
You, in fact, are seeing, you're like, for example, you're Davun, the reflected Davun, the mirror universe Davun, is holding up his holy symbol in between him and the rest of the party.
Which hand is he using?
This one has the mirrored hand. Doesn't have the same hand that he does.
That's interesting.
And you're all sort of seeing those things. The monk is sort of seeing him separate himself. Unda is, there is a sort of hand signals that get passed between hunters, and you're sort of seeing it signal to you, run fast, there are predators, run. You're all seeing horrifying images in that reflection. Although now what you can see, armored dusk elf standing in the middle of the temple probably commands a little bit more of your attention.
Does the reflection of the monk reflect the physical change with the
Yes.
hair? Okay.
At first glance, you just think it's a reflection until you realize that it's like looking the opposite direction and moving when you're not moving, which is very disconcerting.
Not the weirdest thing we've run into in here, though.
No, not at all. So, Casimir screams out at him, at which point you see the dusk elf. He sort of draws a scimitar and points in the direction of you. Ah, yes. You found the temple. Fantastic. I'll be sure to let the master know. And Casimir sort of acts like he's going to approach, and he lifts the scimitar up toward him. He says, "Not one step further. I'll take more than the ears this time."
And your master met us outside. He kind of already knows we're here.
Yes, but he did not know, perhaps, that you would sample the information contained within the temple.
I thought he was all-seeing and all-knowing. When's he need a little bitch like you to do his work?
Oh, I've killed more pathetic things like you in a day. You're not worth my time. I'm not here to spy on you. I could care less. You're like ants to me.
Then why are you here?
Well, why would I tell you?
Well, what's with the frog?
I think you have some
That's the
severe
second
attention.
time I've seen a frog.
Really? When was the first?
In the Durst house.
The dusk elf in armor sort of just puts the scimitar down to his side. I don't need to explain to you my business. Go along your merry way. You'll be invited to the castle shortly, I'm sure.
You sure you don't want to hang out? I got about 1,700 more experience points I need. Bitch.
Who are you?
Which, before he is able to say anything, Casimir goes, "He's the son of a bitch that killed all the women."
Like, is he using the term "son of a bitch" as "son of a bitch," or is he, like, also insulting
His mother?
his mother?
A little bit column A, a little bit of column B.
Secretary.
He's the traitor that serves the devil. To which point the dusk elf just smiles. Lies.
Well, I mean, they must have a really good payment plan. You get to eat frogs and that's cool.
I am chamberlain of the castle.
Chamber pot, what?
Joke all you want. The master bores with his playthings after a while.
I look at the monk and say, I bet he holds some useful information. Wink!
Tell me that you said wink when you did it, though.
Pithur's good as long as he doesn't look at that wall anymore. It's fine. He can make remarks. I like saying wink. But yes, I am Chamberlain at Castle Ravenloft, Rahadin. I'm sure I will be preparing guest rooms for you all shortly. Now, if you'll excuse me, I should see to that task. Casimir, don't follow me.
Okay, I'm sorry. What?
Last time we did this, you guys held over.
I don't know. Everybody started talking, so I'm assuming Casimir isn't flying into a rage.
Oh, he's pretty ragey. He's pretty NPCE and is going with the will of the people at the moment.
Yeah, Cody took control of him, so I'm...
Cody took control of him to bring him into the other room.
Castle person.
I wasn't sure what you were playing. That's what happened. That's like
it's my vote.
Where we ended last. So.
But he is turning to leave.
Sure.
You cast hold person?
Yeah, make a wisdom save. Provided he is still just a dusk elf.
And not a frog man?
Or a vampire.
Either way, my low roll was a 19, Jeff.
Okay.
So Casimir screams something out, throws his hand up, and you see Rahadin is sort of mid-stride, and his boot just trembles a little bit before it hits the ground, and then he just turns and looks at him. Pathetic. He begins,
Is he going up one of the stairs? Because I know that there was another tunnel this way, wasn't there?
Yeah, no, he appears to be going up the stairs.
Okay. I will go to either meet, if he's going to this staircase, to, like, cut him off, or go up the opposite staircase that he's trying to go up of.
You can, I mean, either one. He's not moving quickly. So if you want to try and run towards him, or if you want to try and run around him, you're going to easily be able to, at a brisk pace, outpace him. He's showing no fear towards whatever you're doing. So he was probably here. He's sort of walking defiantly towards you and heading up these steps.
Okay.
So what were you wanting to do?
Yeah, I want to try to get, I guess, can we interact? Can we collide? Or is it...
I mean, if you want to move quickly, you could... I'm just wondering if you want to come from behind him or trying to circumnavigate him.
I mean, I'm saying, if he's going to that staircase, then I will try to...
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're going to come up here and you're going to try and stop him on the balcony, assuming that he's headed out the entrance then.
You got all this strength and you're not just going to try and jump up the middle?
You could also try and jump up the middle.
How tall is the middle?
Doable.
I mean, I have probably 9-foot reach, so...
Yeah, I mean, it would be easy. So yeah, I'm just wondering if are you standing at 20 feet from him, 30 feet from him? How close are we getting here? You getting all up in his grill?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
okay. If I can. Can I ready in action?
I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Are you sure it's not a will save? 16.
So you sort of, again, are you weapons drawn attacking him? Or are you just coming up?
I mean, I'm always holding the spear, but I am not ready to attack him.
Okay. As you get close to him, you are getting almost within attack range. He just sort of looks in your direction, and all of a sudden, your head just begins to ring. You're just assaulted with... And you're a warrior. You've been in battle. You've probably been in big battles. You've heard people die. And you're hearing people die by not the tens, not the hundreds, maybe not even by the thousands. And it's just assaulting your brain right now.
Was he like the original Deadpool, not the Wade Wilson one?
You actually take 6 damage from the screams as they just fill your ears.
Is that psychic damage?
It is.
Doesn't matter.
I was just curious.
Either way, I'm not raging. But if it was, it wouldn't work. It wouldn't work anyways.
So I don't know if that's changing what you're doing, but you sort of get to him and you're just hearing these screams in your head. So you all see him run forward, and even though you made the save, I mean, there's still just a moment's pause as you see Pithur sort of reach to his head, and you kind of look at Rahadin and he just smiles.
I mean, my intent was to grapple him.
Okay. You can attempt to grapple him.
25.
It's good.
You guys see them come up and reach, and he just grabs Rahadin. You see Rahadin doesn't seem to resist. He's got him in a grapple, and you see his lips move, and now he's behind Troy. What are the rest of you doing as this happens?
I'll follow the lead and start running.
Okay, so You can be there in a round of movement.
I'm sure Casimir would follow.
Oh, Casimir is down for it. I let Troy get an attack on him. It only seems fair that he should get an attack back, and then we'll roll some initiatives. 16 hit?
No.
You're not raging. Okay.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't change my armor class.
It might.
No.
It does. It does for neutral evil characters. Nope. Okay. Audience, he did not bespeak a clue with his nonverbals.
That only works on you, Matt.
Okay, roll initiative then. We'll see how this goes.
14.
20.
Davin got a 5.
20.
Casimir is a 16.
Go ahead and make your judgment call, because I'm going to bite this motherfucker and kill him. I'm going to eat part of it. Just saying. Meta. Gonna do it. I don't care.
I mean, that's what I
You
was
know-
telling you to do.
Yeah. Okay.
Everybody else is doing whatever evil they want to do.
When's Davin going to do the evil he wants to do?
He's not.
He just takes his old desiccated hand and masturbates with it. That's as dirty as he gets.
He didn't give you the hand back, did he?
No.
That's why we're going to the castle.
Yes, that is the reason we're going to the castle.
Just want my hand back.
He turns and looks at Pithur and says, "Insolent whelp. I'd kill you if I could, but the master won't let it. Didn't say that you had to stay whole, though." 17?
Yeah.
20? 15 doesn't hit. His scimitar dances quickly, drawing blood deeply twice. First strike is 10, so 5. Next strike is 8, so 4. So 9 damage as he cuts you to ribbons. Yeah, wisdom saving throw.
9.
They're screaming. Thanks for the help, Kieran.
Wait, no, isn't he raging now? You're
No,
raging Cajun?
Not
Yeah.
yet.
Damn.
21 psychic damage.
Cool.
Matt.
Yes, sir.
We'll say it's going to take about 90 feet of movement to get up to him, Matt.
Let me use that Stone's Endurance to reduce that last one.
Okay. So
Okay.
yeah, we'll say it's 90 feet of movement for you guys to get there.
Then I will burn a key and get to him as a bonus action. And I will get 2 hits.
Swing away.
Meryl. Beans. Does an 11 hit.
It does not.
Okay.
What about 13?
What about 13?
So the monk, moving quickly, ready to use all that strength that he was just imbibed with by whatever was in that
I
sarcophagus.
didn't get the strength. I got the HP.
He swings and swings, because you're coming up at him on the blind side, right? You're like, okay, I got him. And he just...
Sandra Bullock did not deserve an Oscar.
He just...
Blindside joke. No.
Oof.
It's my battle cry.
Seems to have no problems with it. Lucas.
I'll take my normal movement and throw silence at him.
Okay. Silence has been dropped on everybody then. Casimir.
Casimir is 90 feet away, you said?
Yeah.
So Casimir is going to run 30 feet.
Yep.
He's going to Misty Step 30 feet.
Okay.
So he's up at the top of the stairs, but that would be out of the silence.
Correct.
Cool. Firebolt.
Okay.
For 19.
You hit.
8 damage.
You don't hear it, but you definitely see it as a lightning bolt of fire crackles between the two of you and strikes the Dusk Elf. Pithur.
I'm going to hit him.
Maybe. We'll see.
18 plus, 13 probably will do it.
It's correct. Yeah. You hit him.
So you just hit him with a 31?
Yeah.
Cool.
Not to Jeff. 14, 16.
Okay.
I am raging. 23
You hit.
for 13. Hi, Jeff. Don't hate me.
I don't hate you.
Davin, it's your turn.
You're just an uber barbarian at this point.
I thought I was
Totally
higher than
fine.
Davin.
Huh?
Davin's at the bottom.
Oh.
Davin's at the bottom.
Davin's going to move 50 feet.
So it puts you ish. You're on
Okay.
the stairs. Okay. Who does he think he can hurt more? He's going to swing on Matt. 24 will hit.
Mm-hmm.
23 will hit. 24 will hit. 27 damage. As he whiff, and you just see large rents from the scimitar open up across the monk's chest. Blood pooling. I need both of you to make wisdom saving throws.
3.
17.
Okay. The monk now begins to hear the screaming of the dying and the damned. Thousands upon thousands of them.
Is that a frightened attack? Like, is that maybe frightened?
No.
Okay.
11 psychic damage to Pithur, 22 psychic damage to Matt. You see Rahadin start to open his mouth and say something, but since you're in silence, he just smiles instead.
Well, how can I hear him if we're in silence?
Right, that's what I'm saying. He opens his mouth to say something, perhaps to give you a clue.
how can I hear the screams?
Good point. You do. They're in your mind.
Damn.
Monk, it's your turn.
Well, we're going to do flurry of blows. Get 4 hits. Hopefully, one of them will hit.
We'll find out. He stands there ready in his, I think he's in leather armor.
It's higher than 13.
That's 13.
He just looks at you.
Hey.
Okay, 26.
Doesn't hit.
What? Do that. He hit with a 31. It's possible. 26 doesn't hit.
You hit him.
For 11 damage.
Okay.
Does an 18 hit?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
Sweet spot.
So, well,
For max, 12 damage.
Yep.
And 20 hits for 7 damage.
He's looking a little bloodied, but it doesn't look like he's ready to back down from a fight anytime soon. Lucas.
I'll shoot him with an arrow. For 20. Is he undead? There's extra damage involved if so.
Nope.
So 14 damage.
is there not also damage if he was a fiend?
Yeah, there's extra damage if he's a fiend too, but I'm not sure that he is.
I mean,
He doesn't have to let us know. But
Well,
for his book,
it would be fair to know if there was extra damage, yes. And I'll entangle him.
You can try.
A
Do not.
wisdom save of 16.
Do what?
I think that in order to use the favored enemy stuff, you should you should have to know what the creature is.
I think that's fair.
I move to strike that comment from the record, and Jeff should shut the up. Any seconds?
Second.
All right.
Just wait till the out of the abyss.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, they're all going to be... they're from the
Just
abyss.
assume they're all undead or fiend.
Yeah. No, what you could do is you could just force Lucas to roll it every time and then add it or not add it as applicable.
Since that character won't be in that game, it won't matter.
No, but Jeff is thinking long term, and I understand what he's doing. Because lots of stuff you're going to face in the abyss may be fiends or may not be. And so if someone has a weakness to, just have them roll the damage and then counter or don't.
If you know that a fiend is vulnerable in this spot, but you don't know that the creature you're fighting is a fiend, you wouldn't know to shoot them in that spot.
That's fair.
Paradoxically, in a world of undead, wouldn't he just aim there anyway for the most part?
I don't know. This is Lucas.
No, this is Unda. This is Unda, and Unda's intelligence score is higher than Lucas's.
Also true.
That's pretty sad because that's a 12.
I'm sorry.
Unfortunately, being played by Lucas.
16 is your save.
Got it.
Cool. I will shoot a second time for a 22 and 15 damage.
Casimir.
I'm assuming Casimir is severely pissed and wants this guy's
Casimir in this
head on a plate.
Casimir in this case would think the healer can save them and toss a fireball if he's got one.
No, he's going to.
I've also many times have said, toss a fireball if I'm in the area. I can take it.
He can't.
I care less.
I know.
This is not Adventurers League. They can do whatever they want.
25
Jesus.
from magic missiles.
How many did you throw? What'd you throw?
I threw a 5th level spell.
It's like, Jesus. All right.
I was like, he's rolling 7 dice?
That hurt. You just see Casimir's hand open up and just orbs. All the orbs under your elbow, around the arm, just slap, 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 hitting him over and over and over. So there's that. Pithur.
I'm going to try to hit him again.
Good luck.
Does 18 hits, right?
It does.
For 16.
Okay.
Still up?
I think so, yeah. I gotta do some math. Doesn't matter anyway, I suppose. You can hit him on the way down if you really want to.
I do. For 22. And that'll be 19.
It makes my math a lot easier. So Pithur strikes And Pithur strikes a second time, and you see blood comes pouring out of his mouth, and he looks up at you, and he smiles, and he whispers something you can't hear because Lucas cast silence. And then he slowly slumps to the floor.
Awesome.
I guess I can drop silence now if we're out of combat.
Good. Seems like a legit thing to do.
Yep. Can you read his lips?
No, there's a feat that lets you do that.
Well, there's got to be a roll for that somehow, right?
It's a feat. You want it? Take the feat.
A really high insight.
So while Matt's out of the room, should we share the XP with him?
Probably.
Nope. He was absent for the death, so he doesn't get any XP. Oh, hey, Matt.
You're funny.
I don't know. Did he actually hit it?
Well, Davun definitely didn't.
Yeah, I know.
1,180 experience points.
1180. Hey, can you take a long rest now so I can level up?
Oh yeah, good for you.
Casimir just begins throwing himself at Rahadin and just keeps kicking him in the teeth over and over and over again, just mutilating this body. He will continue to do so unless someone pulls him off.
Let him...
Casimir's going to cut the ears off.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, after you smash the face in a few dozen times.
Take the buddy a gun and smash the nose in.
Since none of the player characters have posed the question, Casimir, after beating the ever-living crap out of Rahadin's body, taking out hundreds of years of frustration, which I can't imagine what that looks like, sort of looks around and sort of goes, what was he even doing here?
He literally would not say. I'm searching his body.
You don't find anything
Okay.
unusual? I think he was wearing leather armor. He was carrying a scimitar. That's pretty much it.
No money, nothing like that?
Nope.
Interesting.
Matt?
I'm sorry. Oh,
Turn away if you don't want to see this.
No, like, I literally, like, I'll stab a piece of his arm and, like, hand it to you. Like,
oh no, I'm going for something like a haunch. I want a leg. I want to bite out of the thigh where the meat is. I'm hungry. And I haven't done this in several days, so I would imagine I'm going to be there's going to be some kind of a bloodlust issue.
Several days or, like, maybe 2? I feel like... I don't think
It's been
that long.
3 rests since I've ate a thing.
Yep.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
It tastes bitter, Matt. Like, you bite and you're, like, expecting, something nice. Like, it has been. Like, this is good. And you're like, it tastes bitter. It doesn't taste right. It doesn't taste right. Do you continue eating?
Do I notice any ill effects?
Not at the moment.
Am I hungering for more?
You are hungry. You are hungrier now than you have been, now that you took a bite of it.
I'm going to be mindful of any feelings of, discomfort, but I'm going to eat.
Paradoxically, it seems the more you eat, the hungrier you get. And this is not satisfying you. It's like, it's like the f***ing bread that you get at the beginning of a meal at a restaurant, right? Like, you're hungry, so you eat that bread. But it doesn't satisfy you because everyone else around you is eating, f***ing steak tartare or something. Like, you want something fresh. You want something bloody. You want something delicious. And this is not doing it. And somehow the more you eat, the more your belly grumbles. It needs to be alive.
He doesn't get flashes from this one?
No, I mean, like, you're just like, you're almost having to force yourself to eat it because it's just...
Okay, I spit it out.
See, it's not working.
I take out my mouse and I eat it.
Mr. Bojangles?
I take out Mr. Bojangles and eat it. I just quit smoking. I understand the nature of addiction. We're gonna do this. Damn it. This is what I would do.
Is anyone watching this?
I'm assuming Davin still hasn't made it up the stairs.
I said look away.
No.
So.
You've
No,
made it.
Davin hasn't made it up the stairs.
Oh no. You all watch as he just pulls out this pet that you've seen him feed before. You've seen him coddle, and he just tears its head off in one snap. Matt, that felt good. That tasted really good. But again, you got that one little piece of bread before going out to a Brazilian steakhouse. That was not enough. You barely feel it. It's gone in 2 bites.
Yeah. I'm going to, very grumpily, I'm going to take a pose, and I'm going to try to meditate using my stillness of mind.
Which does?
Changes the effect of charm and frightened, but I'm just trying to calm my baser needs.
Roll insight.
5.
That tasted really good. That tasted extra good. That tasted better than anything you've ever had before. But you're not sure why. You did get visions of it, but these aren't like...
These like visions of the inside of my pocket.
The time you the time you first met, you guys were super happy.
Mice only lived 2 years, man.
Right, but you get the warm...
You're having this happiness montage with your mouse.
Oh, absolutely.
As you're chewing him up.
No more.
Absolutely. No, that mouse saw you as a protector, as a guardian. You know that for sure now because you're feeling...
And
you're
now
feeling
he will
that.
forever be a part of me.
Yeah. And it tasted good. It tasted real good. Anyone else want to do anything as you watch Matt eat his pet mouse?
I'm going to suggest that there's 2 other tunnels that we haven't yet ventured down. Right? We
Mm-hmm.
haven't gone the forward or the left or the other side.
This is true.
At this point, I am ready to go to the castle. We need to end this.
Davun looks at Unda shocked.
Does anybody have a net? Or a snare?
Wait, I have a hunting trap, I think.
I need to get something alive now.
I do, I have a hunting trap.
You could try and hunt. I mean, it's not a...
We don't need to hunt. I just want to, like, if we're going to take a long rest somewhere, like, I would like to set up a trap and I would like to catch something alive and eat it. So I don't wake up gnawing on somebody's dick.
Have we seen mice and things in here? I mean...
Not really.
Okay.
You're a hunter. You could probably catch something live if that's what you wanted to do. It would take you some time.
Yeah, but I mean, in the temple, like, I don't know that we've seen that kind of thing.
No, because I mean, like, rodents and stuff, they're attracted to food. What the is eating in here?
Exactly.
But you were on the top of a mountain. Like, there are goats and things. Like,
I can set up a trap outside the front door and see if we catch a goat.
You know that
I would really appreciate that.
You know that a trap is going to be is not probably not as likely as you be. You would be better out. You'd be better off going out and actually hunting. You would probably be able to shoot something.
I would
how
be
well
better
you keep
off
it live.
I would be better off somewhere warmer to do so.
I'm just saying, like...
I know where you
Unda,
can get a big old turkey leg.
Unda, if you get the chance to use your little tangle shot on a goat or something and not kill it outright, I sure would appreciate some fresh meat. Get a little antsy in the pansies.
I will do what I can.
Thanks, buddy.
I'll set up a trap outside.
Oh,
Okay.
Mr. Bojangles.
Row. As Matt burps.
Pull a tail out from in between my teeth.
Totally. Damn it, I was going to say that.
Roll me a nature roll to set your trap up.
Nature. My nature's not high for a hunter.
I'm gonna do tough for a feat.
It's an 11.
Okay.
So are we resting? Is that what's happening right now?
I have no idea.
You want to take a long rest and then head down the mountain? Does that work?
I guess so.
Yes,
That'll get you up.
I need to relax. It's been a rough day. I ate my mouse.
Cool.
What?
What?
Say something.
The look on Jeff's face. I can't wait to not play with him and play for him. So
He can make that face more.
What are your
you can
thoughts?
make that face more, but I don't have to feel guilty about it. I'll find glee in it. Like when I make you make that face.
Jeff, what are your thoughts?
I really don't want to explore the rest of it. Davun really doesn't want to explore the rest of this place.
Okay.
I'm ready to go.
Me too.
But, I mean, or is it a rest?
A rest is fine. I don't.
It is, I mean, you're near the entrance. It is dark out. I mean, it's always dark in Barovia, but
It's night.
it is night.
Yeah, sure. So we'll go shack up in the
Where the
barbarian
barbarians
room.
were.
Yeah.
Setting any watches?
Of course.
Yep.
Okay. Who's watching first?
I'll go.
We'll go around the table.
All right, roll perception.
I'm shutting the flame skull door.
I thought we... Oh. Yeah. It's a good idea. 19.
Okay. What, you don't want to be lit on fire when you're out of your armor and just laying there? That would be unfortunate. Unda, the wind is howling, and as your watch grows later, it howls more and more. You can smell it, you can feel it. There's a storm coming.
Okay.
Because obviously that passage had that sort of crack that exposed out to the
So
side.
it's definitely whistling through that.
Oh yeah, no, and it's
Okay.
I mean, you can the wind is blowing out of a direction that always reads to your people as a massive storm.
Okay. I will wake up Davun and tell him that there's a storm probably coming in tonight. Tomorrow's going to be very...
You're waking up Davun then?
Yes.
As in taking over the next watch?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, for next watch. Unless there's anything else you need me to...
No.
Okay. Yeah, so for next watch. Is that cool?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll wake up. I can hear that there is a storm on its way. It sounds like the trek down tomorrow will be treacherous.
Cool.
And you can hear it. The wind is whistling. It is very cold. Are we keeping a fire going?
Yes.
A small one, at least.
You're finding the need that the warmth coming off of that fire, you're going to need to be feeding it frequently. Okay. Because it is, the wind is whipping in and it's knocking the flames down.
Were there like beds or something in here?
Oh yeah, no, there's
so
more than
what
enough
is-
stuff you can find to burn. I'm just saying that it is, normally you, when you're at a campfire, right, to keep warm, you toss, a log in every couple of hours, maybe 2 logs in every couple of hours. You're having to feed it to fight against the wind. And even now, Davun, as you're sitting there watching you see some snow kind of just making its way around the corner and falling and melting there on the floor of the Amber Temple.
Okay.
Perception check.
Amber's not really porous. It's going to be really slippery.
10. And Davon's going to spend some time making holy water.
Yeah. Your watch is ended. Who are you waking up? Are you waking Troy up for the next watch then?
Yes.
You find that the room is cold and uncomfortable even for you. The wind is howling. You can hear rumbles almost of thunder in the distance. Perception check at disadvantage.
5. No, 10, 8.
You can't hear anything, and you find yourself... do you keep the fire going?
Yeah, well, yeah. No, I don't.
You don't?
Doesn't concern me.
All right. It starts going out pretty quickly. I mean, it doesn't take much time at all, and the fire just barely becomes embers. Like, it's probably just the simple fact that it's far enough from the door that it doesn't go out entirely. So the room is very, very dark. Lots of shadows on the wall. Shadows that move and bend. Since you can't hear anything because of the howling wind, you tend to watch sort of the shadows play across away from you. And you're not quite sure if they're moving the way that they should be. Whether they're shadows or shadows like what you saw on the wall. Shadows like the way you feel. Then the monk starts stirring.
Why am I stirring?
I assume because it's 2 hours have gone by and it's time for you to get your watch.
Okay.
Assuming that Troy will wake him up.
Yeah, I'll kick him in the head and go to sleep.
It's very cold. Monk, it is frigid. You actually have sort of icicles, You could see from where your breath was, where you were breathing on the floor, it actually started to make little bits of ice.
But I feel cozy in my new coat o' fur. Just kidding.
You actually, when you wake up, feel incredibly hungry, Matt. Very hungry. And as you sit there, do you relight the fire?
Yeah.
You find you have trouble doing it. Make me a nature roll?
It'll be survival.
Or survival. Yeah, that's a better one.
20.
You get it going, but it's just, you just keep piling more wood in there. And it's not that the wood is green, it's not that the fuel is bad, it just doesn't want to do what it's supposed to do. It's sort of smoky. It's not, it just won't catch quite right. And you can hear the wind outside howling. You're hearing the pitter patter of sort of rain and of maybe ice as it pounds against the walls on the outside of the temple. You can feel that cold bite of the wind coming through the passage. And you can feel the rumbling of your stomach. Make me a perception roll. Disadvantage.
Disadvantage? 17.
Yeah.
12.
You're not hearing anything, but again, your stomach just continues to growl. And as your watch goes on, you realize that your stomach is growling more than the storm outside. At times almost growling with the storm. And you look over and you think you're thinking about food, and you're thinking about eating, and you're thinking about the blood in between your teeth and going down your gullet, and you're like, and for a moment you realize that there are 5 fresh pieces of meat in this room.
I'm one of them, so be 4.
Casimir's laying there too. You haven't been adventuring with Casimir for a while.
Yeah, that would still be just 4 others besides myself.
Is it?
Unda, Davun, Casimir, Pithur, That's 4 others besides myself. Why would I count myself as a fresh piece of meat?
Depends on how hungry you are.
That was weird.
What?
That
Well-
occurs to you. You're not a fresh piece of meat, but they are.
So I see 4 fresh pieces of meat or 5?
Yeah. And the hunger grows.
I'm going to try to self-medicate and drink some of this ewer of magical wine.
Do you really?
Yep.
Fantastic. Make me one of those fancy will saving throws.
The wine?
Wine? 10.
The wine's delicious. I assume you drink it copiously.
No. Sipping. Not an asshole. I'm on watch.
Not?
The character, Troy.
Exactly.
Stains.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
You made biting on my friend, you
Get drunk enough.
I said I was sipping.
Pithur, you sort of rouse in your sleep. You get the sense that it's about time to get up anyway. You know, that sort of internal clock. You get this odd feeling of eyes on you. You look around.
Yeah.
You see Matt, the monk, is sort of sitting by the fire, which is got copious amounts of wood on it, but doesn't appear to be burning very effectively. And he's drinking out of this ewer, sipping. And then you see him sort of staring at you. And maybe he missed his mouth? He seems to be, like, running off the sides of his face and, down the cracks and across his chin. But then you realize he's salivating while staring at you.
Oh, ready in action.
I don't know how one readies in action while rolled over in a sleeping pouch.
You told me I was awake.
Yeah. I'm saying as you roll over when you feel those eyes on you, that's what you see.
I mean, he's cuddled up with the spear, so he can...
It's true.
Always asleep with it.
I have the sphere.
Make the monk sleep further away from everyone else.
So you're like, huh, that's weird. Matt, it occurs to you it's time to wake everyone up.
Wake up, wake up, wake up. Let's go. Time to go. Come on.
Did I catch anything in my trap?
You did not. Your trap is buried under like 8 inches of snow.
Okay.
Like you go out and take a look at where you put your trap, which wasn't a great spot, but it wasn't,
I'll disarm it and put it back.
Yeah, no,
I'm
it's
back.
like, it is f***ing snowing. This is not going to be an easy slog down this mountain if it snowed this way all the way down. And it looks like it's snowing now, and you can hear the rumble of thunder and stuff on down into the valley.
Thunder snow.
Okay.
Let's go down the mountain, stop back at the encampment, reprovision, and head up to the castle. Does that work?
So you begin trekking down the mountain.
I'm taking the body. Like carrying a fireman carry style.
It's going to eventually rot, but sure.
What body?
You know how long it takes for a body
Yeah.
to rot in the cold?
Yeah. I had a feeling that was going to happen.
The elf's not still there.
Nope.
Awesome.
You closed the doors, Jeff.
I closed the one door.
I assume you closed both doors.
Okay. Let's go.
Happens when you don't specify, I guess.
Doesn't matter. I would have snatched him if I wanted to snatch him because
I
it's
know.
dramatic.
All right.
I'm missing a good hunk of his leg.
I'll also look for a goat to hunt while we're walking.
Thanks, buddy.
Roll me nature.
My nature sucks for a hunter. It's 12.
That's
You'd be
nobody's
very
fault but your own.
You would be very surprised that any game would be out in a snowstorm like this. They will all be in their burrows.
All right. Well,
You know.
when we get down the mountain, I'll start hunting.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, we can still keep an eye out.
You can.
You
Absolutely.
want to just tell us to roll a D100. It's a
I-
5% chance that there's
I reach-
one hungry ferret.
Okay.
Open up my coat palette and pet my own mouse. Keep him safe. I have one. Don't know. I always forget that I have one.
How's your survival?
+7.
Hunting's a survival thing.
Is this storm natural?
No, that's a good question.
Roll an add +7. Do you have a
That's
survival? Yes, please roll that as well.
18 +7.
An 8.
Yes. No.
What'd you get?
An 8.
Okay.
Yes, it is natural, Lucas.
Okay.
This happens occasionally.
Okay.
Is Davin asking?
Yes.
Yes, this is a natural storm.
Okay.
You're Goliath. There ain't no way in hell this is a natural storm. You've been in the mountains. This doesn't. This doesn't happen.
Seems like an odd.
Well, like when the moist air comes up the cliff face, the warm moist air, and hits the
Right, but
Cool
there's you can't quite put your finger on it, Pithur, but there is no this is something about this just screams wrong.
Are we going through the pass of Barad-dûr?
But no, to Unda, this is totally natural. You've seen this before. This happens occasionally. You've never been up this far.
Yeah, I've never been up the mountain, so... Alright, down the mountain we go. Can we use, oh no. I forgot his body is a
sled.
I was gonna say we could use his body as a sled, but...
Davin is on his shield sledding down.
Yeah! I got one too.
How you steering that one-arm jack?
Roll dex
With
check
my
at
feet.
advantage. At disadvantage.
A disadvantage.
I hope he hits a tree.
Then the little Yeti monster comes along and eats him.
No, then I eat the Yeti monster. It works out perfect. Oh.
Both stellar rolls.
Oh.
Guidance on that?
Too late.
That's a 7.
You couldn't even get the thing to move. You're just like scooting it.
No.
Oh no, I got it moving. That's the problem.
Just can't stop.
Yeah, he out of Christmas vacation. He's like, not putting none of that stuff on my sled there, Clark. I had to get that metal plate removed.
Oh hey, there's that bridge about 100 feet to the side.
Well.
Surf's up, dude.
Just take his character, just tear it apart. Davin went out like he lived his life, falling 1,000 miles off the side of a cliff into nothing. The sledding idea does not work well. You can't steer it. Something ridiculous happens. You slam into a tree. Some snow falls on you.
Watch out for that.
So yes, it takes you at this point. You're moving at an incredibly slow pace. It takes you half a day just to get down to the bridge.
Okay.
So it is rough.
Just keep going. Keep going until it gets dark out.
That's why I thought I'd ask, because you're halfway down the mountain, and I didn't know if you would want to stop at that spot where you rested before.
The storm isn't going to get any better, then it doesn't matter. Let's just keep going. Is the storm better further down?
How would you know?
Less snow?
Also, you could probably see the clouds.
There is less snow at the bottom of a mountain than at the top of a mountain normally.
Yeah.
So
I mean, is it any calmer than it was?
I mean, it's a snowstorm.
Okay, once we get to Salenka Pass, we don't really have any place else to stop until we get to Valaki.
Yeah.
Unless we stop at, like, Van Richten's tower.
We should go to Dyatlov Pass.
What?
Where do you think you are now?
Yeah, pretty much.
The Devil's Pass.
Look it up. It's like a really interesting story.
Good movie, too.
But he is correct on the map, which you guys have, is that once you head down...
The Mardikovs don't want us back at the winery. Kretsk does not look too friendly on us. Hell, Valaki, for that matter, does not look real friendly on us.
But I gave some goats to the Mardikovs there, and it would be really awesome to get them back. Sorry, I'm just thinking out loud.
I'm just checking, because you would know it's another, you've covered like 7-8 miles, it'd be another 10 miles just to the crossroads. And if you're moving at this pace, it will be pitch black before you get there.
Yeah, let's rest at the guard tower.
On the bridge?
Past the bridge at the guard tower.
Hey, is the
that's
fire
right.
still going in the guard tower?
No.
Okay. I mean, like the wall of green flame fire. Or the door fire.
Yes,
Okay.
it is. So you're going into the guard tower and sleeping then? Resting? Taking time to make arrows or some such?
Sure.
Where do you get your wood from?
I don't know. What's in
We
there? that I
probably
can-
don't have the stuff you
I
need
probably
to
don't.
make arrows.
I probably need actual tree branches.
You need to plan ahead for this.
I didn't know until last session that I could even do this.
That's why you have that.
I do some key empowered
I mean, I
strikes.
never
against the
read
walls
that I
to
had
chip
tool
off pieces from my
proficiency
sling.
for it, so I just
Yeah, if you wanted to. I mean, like, you could just go pick up rocks. Like,
Okay.
that's the thing. You took, like, a little over half a day to get down this far to the mountain because of the snow.
I would like to pick up 13 rocks.
Sure.
Okay.
Make a survival roll.
3.
It takes you the rest of the day to find 13 suitable rocks.
Okay.
So I didn't say after the last rest because I went up to the next level. I'm taking the Mage Slayer feat.
The Mage Slayer feat.
Yes. So when a creature within 5 feet of you casts a spell, you can use your reaction to make a melee attack against that creature. When you damage a creature that is concentrating on a spell, that creature has disadvantage on the saving throw it takes to maintain its concentration, and you have advantage on saving throws against spells cast by creatures within 5 feet of you.
Sounds legit to me.
Cool.
Neat.
Got it.
Does that count for spell-like abilities?
Shouldn't.
If they're concentrating on it like a spell, then yes.
If they have a concentration, yes,
Okay.
the concentration bit. But using a spell-like ability, no, because it's just an inherent thing.
Cool.
You have to be like, wooga booga or something.
I was thinking
Okay.
if a dragon breathes fire at us, I have my little deck savey thing. Does he get to use his additional?
No, an ability like that, or an ability that is separate and not a spell effect.
Correct.
If it's a spell effect, and it names the spell they are casting this spell,
Right, yes.
then that counts as casting a spell.
Okay.
Okay, so Matt is searching for rocks the rest of the day. Troy, do anything?
I mean, there's nothing. No.
Okay. I mean, just getting the snow out of the keep and trying to, get it suitable and getting a fire started so that it is pleasant, that's probably not a big deal.
Holy water.
Okay.
Again.
Unda is making a fire. Okay, so you guys are spending a night in the tower in Salinka Pass. Who wants to do a thing? Anybody want to do a thing? Probably taking watches, yeah?
Sure.
Yep. Watches, get them done with, get them out of the way.
Okay.
I'm looking for rodents.
Okay, make me a survival roll.
Just anything, tracks, whatever. F***ing crit fail.
I'll look for rodents.
You found tracks heading out into the snow.
Shut the up. Don't help him.
I could try to do that. Try to see if there's anything running around that I could hunt for him.
Sure, roll survival.
Starting to do that thing like with the two cartoon characters on a desert island and the one friend looks like he's wearing drumstick covers.
You find a couple of rabbits that you can snare relatively easily.
Cool. I give them to him.
When he wakes me from my watch, I ferociously tear
No, you would
into
get it.
throats.
You would have him at dinner. I mean,
like live rabbits.
yeah, like he brought you back live rabbits.
Oh my god, I'm eating the out of them.
Please take them to the corner.
So you
I'm sorry. Here, I give him one of my.
You can take them up on
rations.
the roof if you want.
as you tear into it, you bite into it, and it tastes like chalk. It's just powder. Just you're like, but you're like, oh, this is almost there. I can taste a little bit of that salt, a little bit of that bitterness that is so delicious, a little bit of that heat, but it's just. I mean, that's the thing is you took a bite and that's all gone, and it doesn't.
Okay, I take one of the rabbits and just directly while it's living, bite right where I'm pretty sure the heart is.
Okay. Yeah. You sort of bite into it, and you get a rush. You get a. But you're like, this wasn't as good as poor Bojangles. It's not the same.
Poor Bojangles was made with love. That's the secret ingredient.
And you just feel that hunger continue to gnaw at you. It's abated a little, but not much.
Cool.
Watches?
Sure. 15 plus 7 for stuff.
There's less snow. There's still sort of the rolling thunder, but that's normal for Barovia.
So is there like an area around the wall of fire that's like there's no snow, like it's just dry and nice?
No.
No?
No.
Because it's magical fire, so it doesn't actually put off heat.
Right.
Okay. That'd be kind of
No,
cool.
I put off heat.
I'd go warm my
We
tush.
established that I put off heat.
I don't know what sort of bullshit I make up. Magical fire does not do any heat. That doesn't mean I don't like to say, ooh, you feel the feelings of...
Theater of the mind.
Anyway, I'll wake up Pithur
Fine.
this time.
Fine, it's barren dirt within 2 feet around it. Doesn't matter.
Hey,
Pithur.
before we start watches and sleeps and stuff, I'm gonna be asked to be tied.
Okay.
Like at least, tie my hands and my feet together.
Sure, I'll tie you up.
We'll remove him from the watch rotation.
Could do that too.
Okay.
Casimir will take a watch.
Are you sure? Okay.
Sleep it off, man.
Because I would have disclosed that I'm really hurt in here.
That's good.
Roll
Just keep a blade near me so you can free me if we need to fight something.
yeah, because we won't have to worry about this at all. Roll me a tying him up roll.
Survivals, not tying.
There you go. That's fair.
13.
Okay. Matt is tied fairly sufficiently. You all feel pretty good about it. So you take the watch. You see him bound up.
I woke up Pithur.
Oh, you woke up Pithur.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Which makes sense since I can't see in the dark.
That's fair.
Neither can I.
You wake him up. Roll perception.
18?
You can see in the dark.
Again, there's less howling, less snow as the night goes on, but the storm is still continuing. It bothers you a lot, actually. There's just something not quite right about this storm that is really bothering you. And also, the monk is tossing a lot in his sleep. Do you wish to go over and look closer, or are you just going to kind of leave him in his pack?
I'm gonna leave him.
Okay. Matt, make me a will saving throw.
9.
Can I see your character sheet?
You want a pen?
Jeff is just loving this. I love that.
I'm gonna start like just when we play the next game. I'm probably just gonna start like tapping him with my foot like sexily, just to make him look uncomfortable because I'm gonna miss this.
God, I can't wait for the
your
next
pen
time
is
I
over
play
there.
a character and I don't have to play a good 17?
17 would be a 3.
Oh, okay. So that needs to be a 3. I thought that I dropped that down.
But you got my other one too.
You start twisting and turning in the night, and actually, let's do that too. You're just sort of so hungry, like you need to eat, and you're kind of fighting at the bonds, and you're fighting it, and you're fighting it, and you just feel it all knotted up inside your chest, Matt, and you actually, well, let's go with a watch. Perception check.
23?
The monk yelps in his sleep during your watch.
Davun's going to be laying on hands and praying over it.
As you go over there, so he's sort of bound in such a way, right? And you've got him all tied up with almost his arms, like mummy style. You see he's bitten a chunk out of his own hand and dealt himself 5 damage. He appears to be softly gnawing on his own hand like a child would suck a pacifier.
Okay. Can I get it away from him?
Yeah, no, I mean, he's pretty, like, you realize if you just kind of take the lead of the rope and kind of loop it around, you could pull that hand away from him.
Okay. And put the handle of a hand axe in his mouth.
Fair enough.
That's fucking weird.
Well,
Visualizing, I like it.
it's like biting down on a leather strap.
Casimir's watch?
Okay. Perception?
Lost some of my superpowers.
I want everyone else to roll. What do I want? Everyone else to roll. Everyone else roll Constitution.
Yeah.
Saving throw?
Who's everyone?
Just roll an add your con modifier.
Not me.
25.
You two.
24.
19.
18.
20.
Okay. You all feel a sudden bolt of cold air just run down your backs as you're sleeping. It wakes you up. You know that feeling. You know that feeling when suddenly, like, a lot of times it happens when you're camping, right? And you get that sudden burst of wind that it just runs that chill from the base of your ass crack all the way up to the nape of your neck, just whoa, and you're just suddenly cold. It wakes you up out of a sleep.
Where's he going? Is he gone?
You look up and the door is open.
Uh-huh. I'll head out the door.
You have dark vision?
Yes.
So there's a funny thing as you're looking around. Roll perception. Yeah. Seems like a good call.
Casting guidance.
Thank you.
Was
Did
it
you
a
roll
call?
a 10?
15.
So as you're sweeping to the left and you're sweeping to the right, looking in all directions. You see footprints in the snow, relatively fresh ones, because it's still snowing slightly. Step up to the road, and then the footprints just end. They just stop.
Okay, they were going which way?
Footprints? I'm sorry.
It looks like that he just sort of walked out to the road.
I'm guessing you.
Is it me or Casimir?
You're laying on the floor. You're very cold. You're asking everyone what's going on.
Okay.
But it looks like he was walking out to the road, maybe almost to do like a left and a right, or maybe walking out to the road because he heard something, and then it's as if he was snatched out of thin air. And as you look around, you can't see him. But as you look back up towards the mountain, it's thick haze. You can't see the mountain. It's not hazy when you look down the mountain, but looking up the mountain is hazy. Foggy, as it were.
Foggy or foggy like mists?
Foggy like the mists.
Was that there before?
No.
Okay, I'll holler for them. I don't know where he went.
Anything else you guys want to do?
Somebody untie me. I won't eat anybody that I like.
Did you heal him? Did you heal him?
No.
Your hand is bleeding.
Oh.
It looks like someone took a bite out of your hand. Like between the thumb and the forefinger, there's like that nice soft meaty bit.
Well, that's unfortunate.
bandage it. Is somebody untying me, I'm assuming?
No one has said anything, so I'm assuming you're laying on the floor hogtied.
Okay, well, no, then I grab the hatchet out of my mouth and I swipe.
This ought to be great. Make a roll with a melee weapon at disadvantage.
Jesus. I will untie you.
In there.
How are you going to grab the hatchet with your hands tied?
Because my hands are tied like this, so I grab the hatchet.
You're assuming.
That's what I said. Tie them in front of me.
Unda
I said
unties the monk.
Okay.
Thank you.
It's unfortunate. I really wanted to see him swing and hit himself with an axe.
Right the balls. Flip it in the air and try to do this
All
sort
right.
of thing.
You're unbound.
So I run out to Davun.
You all can make perception, survival, whatever sort of rolls you want. What do you want to look for?
22
For
survival.
21 perception.
you see a thick haze as the mists seem to be rolling off the side of the mountain. You see footsteps that...
The footsteps just disappear. Doesn't appear to be any impact from anything else.
Nope.
Or any, like...
Drag marks.
Sort of
Nope.
like that. Like, you just...
Yep. Zip.
Call
Remember
back.
that
Nice. Would we know that he had the ability to... That he would have had the ability to perhaps call a summoning circle to...
I mean, there's magic. There are plenty of magical things he could have done to make this happen.
Right.
Yeah.
Did he get eaten by that big damn bird?
Do we hear the bird?
None of
You
us
do
heard
not.
it. None of us
No,
heard
because
it
it's
overnight.
probably eating. Why would it be out still? It was hungry.
None of us heard it when we did our watches flying around.
I don't.
Was
You
he
know how
walk-
birds of prey work?
Was he
You
walking
can't hear them
towards?
flying, really.
Was he walking towards the bridge, or was he walking towards the gate?
He looked sort of, I mean, there are several footsteps right at the edge of, like, right on the edge of the road, as if sort of someone just kind of stood and maybe took a step to the left to look and then stood and took a step to the right. But there's no indication that he was headed in either direction.
So
I'll
can we
search
just-
the grounds.
Yeah, look for where he would have landed if he misty stepped.
Okay. You don't see anyone. You don't see any tracks, any signs, anything that you haven't left there.
I don't know, guys.
So...
Perhaps he went to the castle.
Head out?
The hazy, the sun is starting to come up hazily.
Cool. Let's go. Doesn't mean he's not at the castle. He could be waiting on us. Or dead.
Could be.
Heading on down then?
Down we go.
I guess.
I mean, there's nothing else we can do.
You find,
We're
Wait.
gonna scale the walls.
Why is the mist closer?
Our title track, Nocturne, provided by Sleep for the Weary off their new album, Nocturnes. To find out more about Sleep for the Weary, check them out on iTunes, SoundCloud, Facebook, and at sleepfortheweary.com. Join in the brothel conversation on Facebook. Questions, comments, and suggestions can be sent to between2crits@gmail.com. Like what you heard? Subscribe, share with your friends, and leave us a 5-star review on iTunes. Most of all, keep circulating the tapes.